Hi guys, and welcome back to Fresh with Kathy Simpson. That's me. So I am just going to go through my nighttime routine with you, going to bed, serums that I use and that. I know I've shown you a lot of what I use, but I think how you apply it as well makes a big impact on how it translates in your skin. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this Payukong Yu, and I'm so sorry. I know I am butchering that and I apologize. But again, this I get on Yes Style. All my Korean products at the moment I am getting on Yes Style. So I am just dampening some cotton wool with that. And I am, now this is by no means intended to remove any excess makeup. I have got all my makeup off. I've got all my dirt off. And that should always be in the cleanse. You should come away from a cleanse not thinking I'll get the rest of it off in a toner. Your face should be fully cleansed. So this is, oh, it feels so lovely. It's just really, a toner can be a nice in between step for your serums and that. So it's always, your skin is more receptive when it's on damp skin. When it's damp, I mean, for receiving other things. So there we go. The next thing I'm going to do, we'll call this an essence. I call it my essence toner. This was one I think you've seen in a couple of my videos. It's just a homemade one with filtered water, fresh aloe vera gel from the plant, some deep anthem and honey moisturizer. And it leaves such a lovely feeling on my skin. So, and again, you can just look at toners if you want a spritz or an essence. I have tried some essences that I got a funny smell from, or something chemically I didn't like, but then I haven't tried many. So I think that was a Pixie one, and I just my instinct said no. So nothing against Pixie. I think some of their products are great. Just this particular and a particular product on my skin. But not only that, like, everyone's skin is different. So something that is amazing for me might make somebody else break out. So it really is about trying it and identifying what kind of skin you have. So again, I'm always going for hydration and moisture. Hydration and moisture. Obviously cleansing the pores. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Snail 96 essence from Cosrx. And I just love this. So again, in my hands, you can even see when I separate my hands, you can kind of see that. A beautiful, beautiful healing serum. And I always gently pat in, and I do it around my eyes as well. I don't really put anything on my face that I can't use on my eyes unless it's like an oil or a retinol. So the next thing I'm going to use, just let that sink in for a minute or so. I am going to use the Inkey List vitamin C here. Again, it's a really, really nice vitamin C, and what is it, 15%, so it's not irritating at all. And it has this, sorry if you can see that there, this kind of clear, little bit orangey gel. So I just rub that into my hands, and I pat it around. And again, treat everywhere, like your face, all this area we want to keep nice and anti-aging. Now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to pause this and come back to you, because I'm going to wait half an hour and then apply my next serum. See you soon. And I'm back. So I went away for about half an hour, let that all seep in. And the next thing I'm going to do is my retinol. So like I said, I use a prescription strength one. There are some amazing ones over the counter as well. Sorry, I ate something when I stopped as well. I was starving. So what I'm going to do is mix my retinol again. So I'm going to use my snail mucin essence, a couple of pumps of that, and just a little bit of retinol here. My 11-year-old daughter is sneaking into the sweet bag as we speak. Oh, she's got such a cheeky smile on her face. And she goes, Mom's in the middle of a video, so she's not going to stop me. She's laughing quite shush. Anyway, that is what I'm doing. I've just mixed that all up together. And I am putting it so cute. Oh, I love it. And sorry, I put this down like this just to make it easier, because I find I tend to put everything, you know, on my shoulders as well. I find that's can get really dry there, so I do. And now I have that nicely in, and again I'm going to go off and come back to you and just let this dry in. See you in a few. Right, so back for the next step, and I am going to use my Sur Medic peptides, which I love. So it does have a dropper, but I broke the dropper bit, so just putting a bit out. And again, it's really how I apply everything, just patting it in gently. You know, you want to be kind of gentle with your skin, especially it gets thinner as it gets older too, so be kind. I hope everyone had a nice bank holiday weekend. It's very funny. Got a picture from my mom down the wrapped up in a coat and hat on and everything, enjoying a barbecue in the sun. Yeah, in Ireland. It's unfortunate. Usually we have a really sunny one. I mean, yesterday and today have been quite nice. Bit cloudy like, but anyway. So that's that on. And that does kind of dry in quite quickly. So I'll do the other step while I'm here, and then I'll go off and come back for the end cream. I usually put a cream on then at the end. So I'm going to use the Ordinary's Niacinamide today. And again, really like this. So just dropping it into my hand there. And doing this again. So the Niacinamide is wonderful for balancing out the skin and brightening it. Like I probably use a lot of active ingredients, but I've got into a habit. If you are introducing any new active into your routine, do it gently, you know, one at a time, and get your skin used to it, and you know. But the right products can just make such a huge difference without having huge money to go off and get surgery and, you know, all this sort of stuff. And even if you're getting Botox, I've had Botox once before, and what I found was, because I have such a great skincare routine, well, I like my skincare routine and it works for me, it really didn't, you know, the wrinkles didn't come back the same way at all. So so yay for that. I think that's freaking amazing. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna let all this dry in and I'll be back. And I'm back again. So I've got 2 more steps to go. And actually, before I go into anything heavy, I'm just going to do one more spritz of that lovely hydrating serum. And then I'm going to go for another favorite cream of mine, which is the Cosrx. And this is, again, the Snail Mucin cream. And it is a very high percentage That's what it looks like on the inside, if you can see that. So it's a very kind of gloopy gel type texture. You can see that there. So it's quite gel-like. And again, put this everywhere. And by the way, my beautiful friend Carla has been trying out products for me, some of my homemade ones and some that I've been putting her direction. She would be prone, she's got much oilier skin than me, and she would be prone to breakouts in her 40s. So just to give you an idea. And the Purito green tea serum, and I gave her an essence toner as well, and that suits her really well. The snail mucin essence from Cosrx, she loves that as well. And the oil serum that I made up, that seems to be suiting her too. When you are prone to oily skin, it's not that you necessarily have to avoid oils. In fact, oils can actually help because it can mimic or pretend, fake to your skin that it doesn't need to produce anymore. So it's just when you are using oils, make sure that you have a really good cleansing system and or cleansing routine, I should say, and maybe using some tools are good, like the little Foreo one that I use there. Now, this is the oil serum that I made up. That's in one of my videos, if you can check that out. And this is my last step. So I am just going to take like that much out. That's actually a little bit much, but rub that into my hands. And oh, I love the feeling of this on my skin. It just feels so luxurious. And it does actually seep into your skin. I'd always try and do your routine not just before bed, but give yourself a little bit of time. And especially I would like kind of an hour of this on my face before I go to bed. Even half an hour is good, but just to really let its time just sink in before, you know, the excess gets rubbed off or anything on your pillows. But I find this never comes off. I always have this sunk in before I go to bed, so it's not an issue. When I used to use just the jojoba oil, which I use a lot, I would find bits of that, you know, that on my pillowcase. But for some reason I don't with this. And that is it. Any excess on the hands. So that is my nighttime routine, and I used a few different serums that I didn't use, that I didn't show you as well the other time. So again, just identify what your skin type is. And if you've any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll get back to you. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I shall see you soon. Bye.